everyone. I'm Emma, and welcome back to the English Cast.
And I'm Ryan. Grab a cup of coffee, tea, or just get comfortable wherever you are right now.
This podcast is your safe space. No grammar tests, no stress, just real conversations to help you sound natural.
We are going to learn some fantastic things today, and then we are going to practice them together, out loud. Let us get started.
I am so ready for today. How are you doing today, Ryan?
I am doing well, but I actually have a serious question for you today, Emma. It is something I struggle with a lot, and I know many of our listeners struggle with it too.
Oh, absolutely. Ask me anything. What is on your mind?
Well, I spend a lot of time reading articles and listening to podcasts. I understand almost everything. My brain knows the grammar rules perfectly. But when I try to speak quickly, my mouth just feels heavy. It feels like my tongue is tied in knots. How do you speak so smoothly and naturally without thinking about it?
That is such a wonderful and honest question. First of all, please know that every single language learner on Earth experiences this exact same feeling. You are definitely not alone.
It is just very frustrating. I know the words in my head. I can see them, but they just do not come out of my mouth the right way.
That is because speaking is not just a mental activity, it is a physical activity. When you learn grammar and vocabulary, you are training your brain. But when you speak, you actually have to train your muscles. Your lips, your tongue, and your jaw all need physical training.
Wait, so you're saying my mouth actually needs a workout?
Exactly. Think about learning to dance. Imagine you buy a book about how to dance the salsa. You sit on your sofa, you drink your tea, and you read the entire book. You understand all the steps.
Right. I know exactly where my feet should go according to the book.
But then you go to a party. The music starts playing. You stand up to dance. Are you going to be a perfect dancer just because you read the book?
Definitely not. I would probably fall over and step on someone's toes. Reading about dancing does not mean my legs know how to move.
That is it exactly. Your brain knows the steps, but your body lacks muscle memory. Muscle memory is what happens when you do a physical movement so many times that your body just remembers how to do it automatically. You do not have to think about it anymore.
Like riding a bicycle. Once your body learns the balance, you never forget it.
Yes, speaking a language requires muscle memory. The muscles in your face have been speaking your native language your entire life. They are very comfortable with those specific movements. When you try to speak English, you are asking your face to make completely new movements.
That makes so much sense. My brain knows the English recipe, but my mouth has never cooked the meal. So, how do we fix this? How do I build this muscle memory for my mouth?
There is a very famous, incredibly powerful technique for this. It is called the shadowing technique. We can think of it as a gym for your mouth.
The shadowing technique. A shadow is the dark shape that follows you on the ground when you walk in the sun, right?
That is right. Your shadow does exactly what you do. If you raise your hand, your shadow raises its hand. If you jump, your shadow jumps. It follows you instantly.
So, how does that work with language? Am I supposed to follow someone else?
Exactly. When you practice the shadowing technique, you listen to a native speaker and you repeat exactly what they say, just a second after they say it. You become their shadow.
Oh, I see. So, if you say a sentence, I listen to it, and then I try to copy you perfectly.
Yes, but you are not just copying the words, you are copying everything. You copy the speed, you copy the emotion, you copy the melody of the sentence. You try to sound exactly like me.
That sounds a lot like singing along to a song on the radio.
That is the perfect analogy, Ryan. When you drive your car and your favorite song comes on the radio, what do?
I turn up the volume and I sing along. I try to sound exactly like the singer. I copy their high notes, their low notes, and their emotion.
Exactly. You do not just read the lyrics like a robot, you sing the melody. English has a melody too. Some words are spoken very loudly and clearly, and other words are spoken very quickly and quietly.
That is very true. Native speakers do not say every single word with the exact same energy. We push the important words and we hide the small words.
Shadowing trains your mouth to feel that natural rhythm. It might feel a little strange at first, but it is the fastest way to get the hang of it.
To get the hang of it. That is a great phrase. Can you explain what that means for our listeners?
Of course. To get the hang of it means to finally learn how to do something after practicing it. When you first try something new, it feels difficult. But after a few tries, you start to understand it. You get the hang of it.
Like learning to drive a manual car. At first, you stall the engine and it is very stressful. But after a few weeks, you get the hang of it. Your feet just know what to do without thinking.
Precisely. And shadowing is how your mouth gets the hang of English pronunciation. Now, there is one very important rule when you practice shadowing. You should not read the text while you do it.
Really? I feel like reading the words would make it easier.
It does make it easier to know the words, but it actually hurts your pronunciation. When you look at written words, your brain automatically wants to pronounce them the way they are spelled. And we all know English spelling can be very tricky and confusing.
That is a great point. If I see the word comfortable written on a page, my brain wants to say every single letter. But native speakers do not say it like that. We just say comfortable.
Exactly. If you only use your ears, you will hear the real sound. You will hear comfortable, and you will repeat it perfectly. Your ears are much smarter than your eyes when it comes to pronunciation.
So, to do this correctly, I should just listen to an audio clip, pause it, and then repeat what I heard.
Yes, you can use podcasts, YouTube videos, or even movies. You listen to one short sentence. You pause the audio. You repeat the sentence out loud.
I love this idea. You do not have to think about grammar. You do not have to create your own sentences. You just borrow a native speaker's voice for a little while.
That is a beautiful way to say it. You are borrowing my voice to train your muscles. Another idiom we use for this is to follow someone's lead.
To follow someone's lead. That means to watch what someone is doing and then do the exact same thing because they are the expert.
Exactly. If we are walking through a dark forest and I have the flashlight, I will tell you to follow my lead. You will step exactly where I step so you do not fall.
So when listeners practice shadowing, they are following your lead. You are showing their mouth exactly where to go.
You are ready to get started. I think we have talked about the theory long enough. It is time to actually put this into practice.
I agree completely. Our listeners understand the recipe now. It is time to step into the kitchen and chop some vegetables. Welcome to part 2 of today's episode. This is the interactive speaking gym.
This is the part of the podcast where you must actively participate. Please do not just listen to us. You need to speak out loud.
If you are walking in the park, driving your car, or doing the dishes at home, get ready to move your mouth. We are going to do a continuous role play.
We are going to pretend we are checking into a hotel. This is a highly common situation when you travel. Ryan will play the role of the hotel receptionist behind the desk.
And Emma will play the role of the guest checking in. You are going to be Emma's shadow.
I will say my sentence to Ryan. Then there will be a few seconds of silence. During that pause, you must repeat exactly what I said out loud. Do not think about the grammar, just copy my voice and my emotion. Let us follow my lead. Imagine you are walking up to the beautiful hotel desk right now.
Welcome to the Grand Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there, I have a reservation under the name Emma Smith.
Wonderful. Let me pull that up on my computer for you. Ah, yes. A single room for 3 nights. May I see your passport and a credit card, please?
Sure, here is my passport and my card.
Thank you very much. I have your card on file for any extra room charges. Have you stayed with us before?
No, this is actually my first time visiting this city.
Well, we are thrilled to have you. Your room is on the 4th floor, room 402. Breakfast is served downstairs from 7 to 10 in the morning.
That is great to know. Is there a gym I can use?
Yes, our fitness center is on the 2nd floor, and it is open 24 hours. Would you like some help with your luggage?
No, thank you. I can manage it myself.
All right, here is your room key. The elevators are just past the lobby on the right. If you need anything at all, just call the front desk.
Thank you so much for your help.
It is my pleasure. Enjoy your stay with us.
I definitely will. Have a great day.
And stop. Wow. Take a deep breath and relax your jaw. You just completed a full real-life conversation in the speaking gym.
How does your mouth feel? If your tongue feels a little bit tired or awkward, you should celebrate. That means you are actually building new muscle memory.
You just spoke beautifully and naturally. When you go out into the real world and check into a hotel, your brain will not panic. Your mouth will just remember the physical movement of those phrases.
Remember, you can always rewind this episode and practice the hotel scene again tomorrow. Repetition is the secret to getting the hang of it.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope this topic gives you a lot of confidence and fresh ideas.
Now it is your turn. Tell us in the comments. What is your biggest struggle with today's topic? Let's talk about it down below.
If you found this podcast helpful, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the English Cast so we can keep growing together.
Keep learning, keep speaking, and keep connecting. Thank you for spending your time with us, and we will see you next time.